Hello everyone. Today in chapter 7, we are going to continue with exercise 7.1 and we are going to find the graphical solutions of linear inequations involving two variables. Yes, in the previous lecture we had solved inequations involving one variable, and today we are going to solve inequations involving two variables actually. So the question is the fourth one of exercise 7.1, that is solve graphically. The first question given here is x plus 2y less than or equal to 6. Now, first of all, we have to to draw a line on the graph, we require at least 2 points. 2 points are required to draw the line, and both the points will have x coordinate and y coordinate. So, to find the x coordinate and y coordinate, what we do is that we convert this inequation into an equation. That is, we just write the equation as x plus 2y is equal to 6. Now once we write this, we can find the x coordinate and y coordinate very easily if we remember one particular thumb rule. That is, to find any 2 points on a line easily on the graph, what we do is that we take any one of the coordinates as 0 first. We will be doing this for all the sums except in certain cases we may differ from this rule. Okay, so basically we'll be using this rule. So first we put y as 0. So in this case, when y is 0, see in the equation, this is rough column, rough work, no need to do it in your graph or anything in the exam time. See, the equation is this. When we put y as 0, we get x plus 2 into 0 is equal to 6, and therefore we get x as 6. So the x coordinate is corresponding x coordinate here is 6. So one of the points on the graph is 6, 0. Now to find the other point on the graph, we require 2 points to draw a line, remember. So to find the other point on the graph, on the line, we are going to put x as 0 now. So when x is 0, in this equation, when x is 0, we get 0 plus 2y is equal to 6, and therefore y is equal to 3. So thus y becomes 3. So the other point on the line is 0, 3. See, theoretically you can put any particular value for x and find the corresponding value for y. But in the exam time, we'll be saving time if you put one of the coordinates as 0 initially. First put y as 0 and find x, and then put x as 0 and then find y. This will save your time greatly in the exam. So now that we have got both the points of the line, let us proceed to draw the line first. Now to draw the line, what we do is here, we first plot 6, 0 on the graph. On the graph, yes, the x coordinate and the y coordinate is given over here. X axis and the y axis is given over here. So, one more important thing to remember is that during the exam time, during the board exam time, you are not expected to do these sums on graph paper. So, you may not be given any graph sheet. You can do this on the exam sheet itself. There is no need to ask for a graph sheet or practice on a graph sheet. You are allowed to do this on the same double-lined paper that is there. So you have on the other side, negative side also, we'll just mark these coordinates just for the sake of marking. We don't need them in this graph actually. And similarly, the upper side is a positive y-axis. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Remember, we need y only up to 3. And similarly, the negative y-axis. This way. Now to plot 6, 0 on the graph. When x is 6, y is 0, so that point comes out over here. Let me draw it with a different color so that you understand what I'm doing over here. So it is this particular point having the coordinate 6, 0. Similarly, the other point on the line is 0, 3. So when x is 0, y is 3. So it is a point exactly on the y-axis at y is equal to 3. So this coordinate is 0, 3. Now you can just join these points and draw the corresponding line that is there. You are supposed to draw it in a proper manner, joining both the points properly. I hope that is okay. Now, this is not enough. We are supposed to write the scale also. Now, in the scale, remember that scale carries marks. At least half a mark you'll be getting for writing the scale. Now, with respect to the scale, it is actually 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit on both the axes. That is the scale that you're supposed to take in the exam time. So, take 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit on the x and y axis. So, you can write on both the axes. On both axes, A, X, E, S axis. That is a plural of axis actually. So, that is our scale. Now, to find the feasible region, because remember it is an inequality, not an equality, it's an inequality. The question is x plus 2y less than or equal to 6. So, as I've told you in the previous lecture, what we do is that we take the origin as a test point. So, taking the origin as the test point, we put 0, 0, that is origin is 0, 0. So, we put 0, 0, substitute 0, 0 in the given equation. The given equation is x plus 2y. X plus 2y, and this becomes 0 plus 2 into 0, and thus we get 0. And is 0 less than or equal to 6? Yes, it is less than or equal to 6. Remember the given equation was x plus 2y less than or equal to 6. So the solution, when we put 0, 0, the particular equation that we get obeys this particular condition. The answer that we get over here upon putting 0, 0 is indeed less than 6. And that means what? Our solution lies on the origin side of the line. See, remember the line divides the plane into two half planes. The half plane containing the origin is known as the origin side. The other side is known as the non-origin side. So our solution in this case lies on the origin side, as we have tested it over here, as we have found out over here actually. Can go through it once again. And this is what we'll be doing almost for all our sums. So let me draw the region over here. So our feasible region is this region. So you are not expected to write all this in words. You only have to write the scale properly, the table, above given table which is there, that you have to do it properly. And these calculations can be done in the rough column if you're not understanding how to take the points. But the graph is very, very important. Draw the graph in a proper manner. So you can pause the video, study it, and then go on to the next sum that is there. The second question given here is 2x minus 5y greater than or equal to 10. So like we did in the previous sum, let us write this as an equation. So this becomes, the corresponding equation is 2x minus 5y is equal to 10. Again, if you remember what I told you, how to take the x and y coordinates. Yes, we put first y as 0 in this equation. So when we put y as 0 in the rough calculation, we get 2x minus 5 into 0 is equal to 10. So solving this, we get x is equal to 5. So 5, 0 is one of our points on the graph for the line that is there. Similarly, now we put x as 0. See, in your mind, just calculate and see whether when you put 0, do you get proper points over? If you're getting some odd number like something like 2.3 or 1.7 and all, then don't take it, take some other number. Okay, so now here when we put 0, we are going to get a proper number, which is convenient to take on the graph, I meant. Okay, so in this case, this becomes 2 into 0 minus 5y is equal to 10. Solving it, we get y is equal to minus 2. So when x is 0, y is minus 2. So as a result here, it is 0 and minus 2. Now to plot these points on the graph, on this particular graph that is given over here. So we have to plot on the x-axis. See, on the x-axis, we have to plot up to 5. That's all that is required. So obviously the points are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit on both the axes. As you can see, 1 centimeter is there between each unit on the axis, x-axis as well as y-axis. That is what is supposed to be there. Then negative side also we can just plot it and keep it. Y-axis, on the y-axis we require only till -2. We don't even require the positive side of y-axis. However, we'll anyway write it here. Now the points 5, 0, 5, 0 comes here. Always the x coordinate first. See what you learned, the basics in the lower classes applies here also. Always the x coordinate comes first in the set of points and then the y coordinate. So 5, 0 means 5 on the x axis. Similarly 0, -2 means -2 on the y axis. So -2 on the y axis is coming here. So this is our point. So this is 5, 0 and this point is 0 and -2 this way. Now to draw the line comes out somewhat this way. And now to find the feasible region, that is it. So now that we have got the line, we can just find the feasible region. For finding the feasible region, again take 0, 0, that is origin as a test point. So when the origin is a test point, so taking the origin as a test point, we are going to get in the equation 2 into 0, 2x minus c, 2x minus 5y becomes 2 into 0 minus 5 into 0, which is 0, but in the question it is given as greater than or equal to 10, supposed to be. The equation is actually 2x minus 5y greater than or equal to 10. This is a question actually. So we are getting the answer as 0, which is not greater than or equal to 10. That means our solution lies on the non-origin side of the line. See, this is the line, this is the origin side of the line, and this one is the non-origin side of the line. So our feasible region, the solution set, lies on the non-origin side of the line. Remember, since the symbol given here is greater than or equal to, in the previous sum also the same thing, the line is also included in the solution set. This one you have to remember, and that is why we are drawing solid lines over here. So the feasible region becomes this one, which I am shading over here. Entire region, these are of course unbounded, so it is unlimited on one side, but yet we have a limitation while writing. That is why we are drawing this much region as a feasible region, that is it. So thus the sum is done. Now the third question is an interesting one. Just see how it is done. In this case, the question given is 3x plus 2y greater than or equal to 0. Now as you can see, the constant term is absent over here. That means the constant term is 0, and that means this particular line is going to pass through the origin, as you will discover when you write the equation and try to plot the points over here. So the corresponding equation here is 3x plus 2y is equal to 0. Now see, obviously when you put x as 0, you are going to get 3 into 0 plus 2y is equal to 0, and therefore y becomes 0 in this case. So when x is 0, y is 0. That means the line is passing through the origin. So 0, 0 is a point on the line. Now we also require one more point for the line. So we take any corresponding value, any convenient value of x, and find the corresponding value of y. See, the equation is 3x plus 2y is equal to 0. Suppose we take x as 1. So we are going to get 3 into 1 plus 2y is equal to 0, or 2y is equal to minus 3. And therefore y becomes minus 3 upon 2, which is actually minus 1.5. Fine, this can be taken on the graph. You can take minus 1.5 on the graph. This is not so difficult to take. So we will take this particular point then. So when we take x as 1, corresponding y comes as minus 1.5. So minus 1.5. So 1 and minus 1.5 is a point on the graph that is here. So on the line that is there. So now we can go on to plot the line, plot the graph. So in this case, scale is the same. We are taking 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit on both axes. So the scale is the same. Then origin is one of the points of the line. So we can just mark the origin over here. This becomes the point on the line. Before that, we have to plot the, we have to write the coordinates properly, isn't it? So that this way, and then we are plotting the point. So already the origin has been plotted. The other point is 1 comma minus 1.5. So when x is 1, y is minus 1.5. See, when x is 1, 1 comma minus 1.5 means x is 1 and y is minus 1.5. So now that minus 1.5 comes over here. Okay, this point is minus 1.5 somewhat, and therefore our coordinate will rest over here. 1 and minus 1.5 is a point which comes here in this particular point on my graph that is there. You can draw it properly with paper, scale and pencil, etc. Now, in this case, just let us draw the line and see. So to get a straight line properly passing through these points, I have to do this particular method, but you can draw a continuous line using your scale. So in this case, this is 1 and minus 1.5 this way. Now to find our region. Obviously, since the line passes through the origin anyway, we cannot use the origin as a test point. See, there is no origin side and non-origin side for this line. If you realize what I am telling you, there is no origin side and non-origin side of this particular line. So how to find the feasible region or how to find the solution set? Now for finding the solution set, take any point on the line. Take any particular point as a test point. So suppose any other point. So suppose 1, 1 be a test point. We'll put 1, 1 in the given equation and we'll see whether it obeys the equation, whether it satisfies the equation or not. So when we put 1 comma 1 in the given equation, we are going to get 3 into 3x plus 2y becomes 3 into 1 plus 2 into 1, which is 5. And in this case, according to the question that is given to us, 3x plus 2y is greater than or equal to 0. See, the question was 3x plus 2y greater than or equal to 0. So in this case, phi obeys that particular condition. Isn't phi is indeed greater than 0. Phi is indeed greater than 0. That means 1, 1 satisfies the given condition of 3x plus 2y greater than or equal to 0. I hope you're getting what I'm telling. Okay. And then where is 1, 1 on this particular graph that is there? 1, 1 comes over here. No need to plot that 1, 1, but 1, 1 comes on this side of the line. If you can see what I'm pointing at, 1, 1 comes on this side, and therefore our feasible region includes a line as well as this particular region of the graph that is here. So this is our feasible region. So thus the sum is done. Now the fourth sum is very much like the third question. The line passes through the origin because you don't have a constant over here. The constant is 0. And thus you can do it very much like the third question and get the answer. So this I am leaving it to you as an assignment. Now the fifth question, solve graphically. In this case, they have given us two lines. We have to solve graphically both the lines and find the feasible solution which includes both the lines actually. So we'll begin in the same way as we began in the previous fourth question that is there. Okay, we'll convert these inequations into equations, and therefore in the first case say 2x plus 5, 2x plus y is equal to 2 is the equation that is it. As you can see, the constant is not 0 and therefore the line does not pass through the origin. So as a result, by putting y as 0, we can find the x coordinate easily over here. Just do the calculation in your mind. When y is 0, see when y is 0, let me do the rough work over here. When y is 0, we are going to get 2x plus 0 is equal to 2 and therefore x is equal to 1. So x is 1. Same way, when x is 0, 2x becomes 0 and therefore y becomes 2 and therefore the y coordinate becomes 2 over here. So for the first line say L1, this line is say L1, the one of the points on the line is 1, 0 and the other point is 0, 2, which is the coordinate 0, 2. Now what is the sign given for this line? This becomes very important. If you want to find the region, you are going to consider this sign from now onwards. You are not going to do test points or anything. Like previously we had done test points to find which side the solution set lies. Okay, because that was just a basics. But now you must observe that whenever the sign is greater than or equal to, the solution set is going to lie on the non-origin side of the line. So remember, in this case, the sign is greater than or equal to, and therefore the region is the non-origin side of the line. So you can just write over here non-origin side. So when you draw the line on the non-opposite side of the origin, we are going to get the solution, feasible solution for this particular line that is here. Let us take the other line, x minus y. The equation of the line is x minus y is equal to 1 and this is say line L2. Now in this case again, as you can see, the constant term is not 0, so the line does not pass through the origin. So we can just take y as 0 and find x coordinate. So when y is 0, we get x is equal to 1. So this becomes 1. And on the other hand, when x is 0, we are going to get minus y is equal to 1 or y is equal to minus 1. So do the math in your mind and see actually. So here we have 1, 0 and this becomes 0, minus 1. Now look at the symbol given there. The symbol is, the sign given there is less than or equal to, less than or equal to. Whenever there is a less than or equal to sign, the solution of that line, the solution for that inequation lies on the origin side of the line. So here in this case, the solution is lying on the origin side of the line. So once we deduce this, once we calculate all this, it becomes very easy to draw the graph and find the solution feasible region also. So in this case, when we draw the graph, when we plot the graph, we first of all check what all we require on the x-axis and the y-axis. See, on the x-axis we only require to plot until 1. On the y-axis we require to plot until 2 on the positive y-axis and until minus 1 on the negative y-axis. So this will help you also to see how much of a graph do you require actually, instead of going on drawing and writing the points up there. Okay, so here we have the x coordinates, points on the x-axis, that is the coordinates on the x-axis. Similarly with respect to the y-axis. Now let us see how to plot the points. Again, the points are plotted in exactly the same way. So in this case, we have x, y, the first point with respect to 2x plus y is equal to 2. Okay. Now one more advice to give you is that first plot the points of one line, draw that line, and then go on to plot the points of the other line. If you plot all the points together, what might happen is that you might end up confused while drawing the lines that is here. Okay, so here 1, 0. So 1, 0 falls over here. Again, the scale is 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit on both axes. Then the other point of the same line 0, 2. So 0, 2 comes on the y-axis over here like this. And then when we draw the line, remember, let the line join the 2 points properly, otherwise your feasible solution might go wrong. Feasible region might go wrong, because later on we are going to use these lines for finding the feasible solution also. So over here. Now another important tip to give you all is, write the equation of the corresponding line then and there. after plotting the line. See, in the previous case, it was not really necessary to write the equation of the line there because there was just one line. Now we are dealing with two lines, and therefore you are supposed to write the equation of the line over here so that you know which line is which. So in this case, the equation is 2x plus y is equal to 2. Since I cannot write it on the line, but you can in your notebooks write this equation over here. So this becomes 2x plus y is equal to 2, the equation of this particular line that is here. Now to plot the other line, to draw the other line, we require the other points which are given. One is already plotted, 1, 0, already there. The other one is 0, -1. That means on the negative y-axis at -1, this is the other point which is coming. And the line is drawn as usual by joining both the points together in a proper manner. Now the equation of this particular line, I can write it properly. That is, the equation of this line is x minus y is equal to 1. So remember all these things. Write the equations of the line, plot the points in a proper manner. Now to find the region, feasible region or the solution set, where to find the solution set. Now let us take the region for the first line that is there. The region for the first line is on the non-origin side. So this is where the equation comes in handy. We know that this is the first line. So the region for this particular line is on the non-origin side of the line. That means on this side of the line. Okay, on the upper side of the line, the region is coming. Whereas the solution for the other line, okay, solution for the second line, this line, obviously this particular line is coming on the origin side of the line that is there. Now the origin side of the line is this one, this side. Okay, the upper side of this particular line also is the origin side. The line contains the origin on the upper side now. So which is a common region for both these lines? See, for this line, this is the feasible region. And for this particular line, this is the feasible region. So the common region for both these lines is this particular region, of course. So this region becomes the common region. And so our solution lies in this particular region that is it. It includes only this region. It does not include any other part of the graph. It includes the lines, parts of the lines which are coming in this region as well as this particular region. So thus our feasible solution is shaded over here, and thus we get the shaded region as the feasible region. So go through this sum very carefully. It might seem a bit difficult in the beginning, but then you'll get the hang of it and you'll start enjoying doing these graph sums actually. Let me show you the second sum also in this case. So the question is x minus y less than or equal to 2 and x plus 2y less than or equal to 8 that is there. Now again we convert this into equations. So you can open your notebooks and do it along with me actually so that you understand it at the same time. So the first one is x minus y is equal to 2 as the equation. See, this is very convincing. We just observe the equation and think whether we can put 0 as one of the coordinates and get the other corresponding coordinate. Of course, we can get it over here when y is 0. When y is 0, x becomes 2. So 2, 0 is one of the coordinates of this particular, one of the points of this particular line. What about the other one? Of course, we put x as 0. When we put x as 0, y turns out to be minus 2. As you can see over here, y turns out to be minus 2. So minus 2, and therefore we have 0, minus 2 as the other coordinate of the line. Now what about the symbol given there, sign given there? It is less than or equal to. And therefore you know that the region is the origin side of the line. So I'll just write over here origin side. Then the next one, x plus 2y less than or equal to 8, or we can write it over here as x plus 2y is equal to 8. Here when we put y as 0, x comes as 8. So 8. So in this case it is 8, 0. And similarly when we put x as 0, when x is 0, y comes out as what? Y comes out as 4. And therefore 0, 4 is the other point on the line. Again the symbol given here is this same thing. The sign given here is less than or equal to, and therefore the region is the origin side. Now let us plot this two lines, both the lines, and see how to find the feasible region. As usual, whatever I told you in the previous sum, the same thing we are going to obey here also. Let us first write these points here. The points are on the x-axis. We need to plot 1 to 8. Okay, or what we can do is, in this case, we can at least try plotting it as 2, 4, 6, 8. See, all the x coordinates are even. Same way, y coordinates are also even numbers. As you can see, even. We've got all even numbers. So instead of taking 1, 2, 3, 4 and making the graph too big, we can keep it small enough by plotting 2, 4, 6, 8. That also makes sense actually. So suppose we write here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and so on. We don't need them actually. We need only up to 8 on the x-axis. As you can see over here, the negative x-axis is not needed, but just for representation purposes, we're doing it over here. What about the y-axis? Y-axis we require only till 4. So 2, 4. 2, 4, 6 and 8 if you don't require 6 and 8 actually. Then on the negative side we only require until -2. So -1, this becomes -2. Actually this becomes -2, the first point over here. This is -4, -6 and so on. That way. Now to plot these points, the same thing. Now the scale. Important part over here is scale. Now scale is not 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit on both the axes. What have you done? You have taken 1 centimeter is equal to 2 units on both the axes. So that is very important to write the scale properly. So 1 centimeter is equal to 2 units on both axes. So having done that, now let us plot these points on the graph. The first one is 2, 0. So 2, 0 comes here. And the other point on the same line is 0, -2. So 0, -2 is here actually. And therefore on plotting the line, on drawing the line, it comes out this way. Okay, and now let me write the equation of the line also over here. It is x minus y is equal to 2. At the same time, if you do things, you are bound to get confused less actually later on. Then the other one, we require 8, 0. So 8, 0 here on the x-axis. And the other point is 0, 4. So 0, 4 here on the y-axis actually. So those who have been paying attention would have understood these sums by now and they would be finding them easy. Once you do a few sums, there is no need to even practice each sum actually. This way, and the equation is x plus 2y is equal to 8 for this line. Now to find the feasible solution, you observe that both the lines have their solutions on the origin side. So let me indicate it to you. The first line, that is x minus y is equal to 2. The origin side of this line is this side which contains the origin. See, this side which contains the origin. And the other line x plus 2y is equal to 8 has this side which contains the origin. Now, which region is common to both these lines? The region which is common to both these lines is obviously this region. Just plot it and see in your books, you will get it properly. So this particular region becomes the feasible solution for these lines. It is an unbounded region obviously because it is extending quite a bit, unlimited way, that way. So thus we solve this sum. Let me show you one more sum of this type. The question is x plus y greater than or equal to 6 and x plus 2y less than or equal to 10. Again, the beginning part is the same. Yes, you can do it with me and do it more quicker than me actually by now. Just try to follow what I'm writing. So I put y as 0 and I get x as 6. I put x as 0 and get y as 6 again. So in this case it is 6, 0 and 0, 6. What about the sign? The sign is greater than or equal to, so the region is non-origin side. So the region is non-origin side. The second equation, x plus 2y is equal to 10. That becomes the equation for us. And again, we observe that we can easily put x and y as 0 correspondingly and get the corresponding values of the other coordinates. So here, when y is 0, x is 10. When x is 0, y becomes 5. Just observe from the equation here. The symbol is less than or equal to, and therefore the region is the origin side. Now what we observe here is that in this case we are, see again, just like the previous sum actually. Just like the previous sum, the x coordinate c goes up to 10. To make the graph shorter for us, otherwise we are going to plot up till 10. What we can do is we can take 1 centimeter is equal to 2 units on the x-axis as well as on the y-axis. We can easily plot 5 on the y-axis that way also. I'll show you how. Okay, so we'll take 1 centimeter is equal to 2 units on both the axes. So that does it for the scale actually. Then the points, so we are going to take on the x-axis 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 because we require till 10. The negative x-axis we don't require it. So we just write some of the points over here. Y-axis we require until 6 at least. So 2, 4, 6, 8 will be sufficient. Then on the negative side again we don't require the negative y-axis, but yet this becomes -2, -4 and -6. Then plotting the points now. Plotting the points, the first one is 6, 0. On the x-axis this becomes 6, 0. And on the y-axis 0, 6. So 0, 6 comes here, and thus we draw the line. And write the equation of the line also. Then the other one 10, 0. So 10, 0 over here and 0, 5. Now 0, 5, see between 4 and 6, somewhere in the middle there is 5 actually. So that point can be plotted here. So we think that this is 5, 0, 5, and therefore we are plotting the point over here. And thus our graph comes out this way. Now to find the feasible region. See, for the first line, okay, let me write the equation of the second line also over here. It is actually x plus 2y is equal to 10. Let me write it here, so that it doesn't get too confusing. Okay, now the first line is this one, x plus y is equal to 6, and this line has its solution on the non-origin side. That means on the other side, upper side of the line is the solution, feasible region. And the second line, that is x plus 2y is equal to 10, has its solution on the origin side. As you can see, it has a solution on the origin side. That means the feasible region comes below the line. Lower half plane is the feasible region for this particular line that is here. And as a result, the common region for both the lines, if you observe, it is this region. A very nice conical region we get, and this becomes the feasible region for this particular, for these two lines that is here, according to the conditions which are given to us. So thus we have done the third sum also. Now the fourth and the fifth sum, you are going to practice it. Practice both the sums as assignment in your notebook and try to plot the graph all by yourself, taking the help of these sums. Of course, you have to plot these sums also, write these sums in a notebook, plus do the fourth and fifth sum as assignment. So with this, we finish this lecture. Go through the sums properly, folks, and try to understand the graph, so that in the next lecture we can go on to the next concept. Thank you so much for listening.